Hi, this is Sacred's Bounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below or in the chat or wherever you'd like to know. Just a reminder, our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at sacredsbounder.com, written on the bottom there. So, and on our website, the Discord button, if you'd like to join us there, is actually working today. The wife did some work on the website, so you can go there and join up if you're not a member of the Discord, so we can build that community even more than what we have already. Let's get into the show. Okay, well, today's show is all about BlackRock. This is something that my AI that I use suggested for the show, and kind of looking at what their next moves are for cryptocurrencies moving forward. We do know that they are going whole hog on the Bitcoin and all that wonderful stuff. And as you've noticed, and I stated this in maybe last shows previous to this one, that every time that there's a dip in Bitcoin, it doesn't take very long for BlackRock to buy it all up. So stop selling your Bitcoin to BlackRock. My goodness. it went down today and it quickly went back up. Not quite to where it was, but probably by tomorrow, okay, it's probably going to be back up to where it was previously. I think Canadian was about $96,000. Right now it's sitting around 90,000. So if you're a trader, you might want to cash in on that particular situation as it quickly goes up. That's, of course, if you can get any Bitcoin, because it's very, very scarce right now because the big boys are buying it up real quick. So hopefully you can get some before all the Bitcoin is gone. Okay, and of course we got 3 weeks until the happening. I think it's on the 19th or something like that. So we got approximately 3 weeks to go. Bless you. Wife's here working behind the scenes. So let's have a look at where BlackRock is going to be going in the near future. And we already know that the Ethereum ETFs, they're fighting with Gary and all that wonderful stuff. Let's have a look at when and all that sort of thing with the Ethereum ETF. When is it going to become a thing? And should we be buying? I know you should be buying Ethereum right now if you can. But when is it going to be revealed? When will Gary succumb to what's the guy's name? Larry Fink's lawyers. Okay. So it looks like, so the health of this particular situation, it's going to be about another year and a bit. I'm picking up for that ETF to go ahead. So they got to wear down Gary and whip him and all that wonderful stuff to get him to succumb to BlackRock's will, right? And that's basically how it works. BlackRock has the bigger stick, so eventually it'll just happen. And I do think that the price is going to be skyrocketing after that particular situation. Probably, if they're smart, BlackRock's probably buying up as much Ethereum as they can get their hands on, which is just a given. So hopefully you're getting into that Ethereum very, very soon. I'm thinking that in about a year and a half-ish, we're going to start to see the ETFs really pick up for Ethereum. And then they can work on the next one and the next one, which I think the next one is going to be Chainlink. That's kind of what I'm picking up. I know everybody wants the XRP and the Dogecoin. Probably not seeing a Dogecoin ETF anytime soon. But the XRP one, I think, is going to be running into some situations that were not foreseen. even by BlackRock. I think they had the best of intentions for XRP ETF, but I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be really getting out there anytime soon. I do have that feeling that the Ethereum ETF is going to be probably coming very, very soon. So they got to wear Gary down. Probably Gary knows all their lawyers by name, right? So so it does seem that that's going to be a big thing in the future. A lot of people are going to be walking towards that Ethereum. So if you don't have any Ethereum yet, you should be really considering that one. And there's going to be all the wonderful updates that are going to be happening very, very soon for Ethereum blockchain that they've been working on for the last little while. So approximately a year and a half, I do see them going with other cryptocurrencies, probably more on the lines of the ones that are building the new system, which a lot of people have been looking at for many years now. And that system is going to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, and I believe it was XRP, maybe. That's iffy. And there was another one. I can't remember that at the top of my head. But there's a couple of these that are going to be the nucleus of the new financial system that are going to be rolling out because the old system's dying. So it just makes sense that BlackRock would get in on that particular situation before it was a big thing. So hopefully you guys are getting into that big thing as well. Okay, so about a year and a half for that Ethereum ETF. Okay, Tezos. Somebody was asking on our YouTube channel a little bit of an update on Tezos. It's been a while since I've talked about Tezos. Kind of been out of the spotlight for a long time. I think the health of Tezos isn't the greatest right now. It's kind of falling down and all that sort of thing. I haven't heard of any updates on their blockchain or anything like that. But I do believe during the next bull run, which is quite soon. So if you're not ready for that, you're not gonna be. So with that new bull run, I do believe that price is going to be jumping up nice and high. We got that Ace of Pentacles. Whenever you have an ace, okay, of anything, it means that the universe is handing you something, as you see with the Ace of Pentacles. It's giving you the energy from the universal mind to lift this one up in a great way. So there's going to be a lot of emotion. You got that Ace of Cups. That's going to be around this particular project in the next bull run. So at the moment, not too healthy, but I do believe during the next bull run, it's going to do very, very well. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next one. Make sure that we got a lot of questions on the board. Somebody on the Discord channel, and if you're not part of the Discord, make sure you join that, was asking about the European stock market. Is it going to be going away like the American one and the Canadian one? And stock market is going to be okay. Okay. There's not going to be a crash per se. I know a lot of people out there are saying that there's going to be a crash. They're going to keep printing money into oblivion until your cash, fiat currency, is worth less. Like $1 would have the purchasing power of a penny. I think it's about 5 cents right now for $1. So I think the pound is actually worse off. So will it crash? Kind of, but they're going to keep propping up the stock markets of the world with funny money printing. Okay, So, yes, you have $1 million in American money, but it won't buy you a tank of gas. Okay? Because of purchasing power. That's the thing that people have a very hard time wrapping their heads around. Yes, you have $1 million, but it doesn't buy much anymore because of purchasing power. That's why I'm always promoting Bitcoin, because it holds its value much, much better. And it has much better purchasing power. It's like gold and silver. Retain a good portion of their purchasing power, where fiat currencies lose it over time. Okay? So let's throw some cards down for the European stock market. It's healthy right now because of the funny money being pumped into it to keep it alive. Okay? They've been doing that since 2008 when I was a financial advisor. Yeah, more of the same. It's going to be pumping money into it, that funny money into oblivion, and it's going to be where nobody really wants it because it's a bad, how do you call this? A bad encapsulation of finance. You got a stock or something, and it's holding cash value. It's just not going to buy that much. Even though your stock may be $1 billion for a Tesla stock, it just doesn't. It's not worth that much because of purchasing value. So yes, that's going to be happening in European stock market and American stock market, wherever you may be. The stock market is going to continue, but it's going to be very lackluster over time. Okay. So this is why I think they're going to be pushing everything on the blockchain, stocks included. Okay, so get ready for that. It's going to be about another 2 years when we see all that wonderful stuff going on the blockchain. Somebody in this is from Discord, I believe, about oil prices. Are they going to be stabilizing anytime soon? And the quick answer is no. It's kind of stable, sort of. Here in Winnipeg, there's a oil shortage because they're working on a pipeline or something. And the prices have gone up. They just need any type of excuse to keep the oil price up, plus purchasing value of your currency makes the price go up. Okay. I think in the next 4 or 5 years, after certain wars happen, and we don't want to get too much into that right now, that's more of a rumble thing, then the price will start to stabilize. But by then, I think everybody's going to start using cryptocurrency for everything because it's a better for holding purchasing value. But yeah, price. I have this feeling it's going to be about 4 or 5 years until it stabilizes and starts to come down, and we start to see true prices of things again. Not because the fiat currencies are good; it's because cryptocurrencies are going to be part of the new system. Okay. Hopefully that answers those questions. Ooh, it's time for the chat. Marlon, hello, Marlon. Markets are down. Litecoin is up, though. Something brewing? Litecoin always seems to do the opposite of everybody else. Go figure. Could be a way of hedging your bets or having a hedge against everything else. It kind of does this. If you watch it for any period of time, or you go back in the history on the markets, crypto markets, it seems to do that. Maybe Marlon's going, you could maybe make money with that information. You never know. Call it the teeter-totter effect. But let's throw some cards down. Litecoin is one of my favorite. I have a few of them and all that wonderful stuff. It is it's kind of the silver to the gold, Bitcoin being the gold. It's going to have a long journey. It's going to have a long life, and it's going to be very important in the next little while because it is part of the new system. There might be even a Litecoin ETF far into the future, 5-6 years from now. They just told me. So you might want to grab some Litecoin. But everything right now, I think it's going to be doing the opposite of everything else until the bull run. Okay? That's okay. Keep asking questions. Maybe they're shy today. I'm just reading on the side here. But I think something is brewing with Litecoin in the next little while. I think we're going to see it start to be revealed in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay? Thank you for that question. I think you have mentioned this before, but I've been asking about green Bitcoin crypto. My thoughts. I know that it exists. It's, I guess, had some news about it, but not for a long time. I'm thinking the price is not going to be doing anything spectacular in the next little while. It's supposed to be the green energy version of Bitcoin, basically. Even though Bitcoin is pretty green already. So I think there's a bit of a following. It's going to be doing okay health-wise in the next little while. Not a bad one to keep in your portfolio. Don't have a lot of it, but I think some in your portfolio should do okay. I don't think the price is going to be doing anything major in the next little while. It's just going to be following along in the next little while. But there's going to be a lot of interesting things that are going to be developing from it. So it will have a long lifespan. Okay? So if you're thinking of getting a little bit, not financial advice, of course, I'm thinking this one will be okay. Okay? Alkaline, 3 cards for Inc. on Bitcoin in the bull run. I think there's going to be some type of celebration around this. Great hurrah. It's going to be doing pretty good in the next bull run. Exactly how much the price will go up, I'm not sure. But I think it's going to do very, very well. And I think a lot of people are going to be missing this one. They're going to oversee it or pass it by and not have any look at it in any significant way. So it could be one that you can be cashing in on in the next little while, especially in the next bull run. Will it last beyond that? For a short period of time, probably 2 to 3 years, it's going to do pretty good. It's going to be pretty strong for the next couple of years, 2 to 3 years. And then it kind of fades off into the distance, as many other cryptocurrencies have done after a big bull run, especially after a halvening. Okay, so it's a short-term gainer. So if you want to get some, I would think it would do okay. But you do what you want to do. Hello, Robert. Hi, Andre. Do you feel like we'll see Doge at 69 cents before June? That's 80 cents Canadian. So June, I do see it in July, June, July, August. July, August, probably you're going to get 69 cents because of everything going up. And probably Elon Musk is going to say something. Maybe he'll have a T-shirt or something on with the Dogecoin symbol, and everybody goes bananas for that. Yeah, I do see it after that period of time, after June, July, August, September, getting into the 69 cent area, maybe even 70 cents, and then kind of sitting there for the next little while until Elon does something in about a year or so. And then you're going to see it really go up to $1 something. Okay, so keep sitting on it. Do you see any major corrections around April 8th? Jay Snip is talking about it. Yeah, he's been saying that for quite some time, actually. I think it's more of the banking industry that he's picking up. I've been watching his stuff lately. Might be a small correction, and I've said this many, many times. There'll be little dips as we move along. And of course, when it dips, because everybody does the knee-jerk reaction, oh, they sell. BlackRock buys it up in the next 2 days, minimum. And then it goes right back up. Don't sell your Bitcoin. My goodness. I think he's seeing more of the banking industry getting into some situation. Right now, they're trying to get Bitcoin into the banking industry right now. They're trying to sign a bill in the United States to have that be a thing. I wonder why. Right? Part of the reason it's not going to be having this huge dip because everybody's watching it. Maybe because of JSNIP, maybe because of Woo Woo Dude, maybe because just about everybody's saying something around the 8th is going to happen, and everybody's going to be watching that day, and it's kind of going to go out with a fizzle. Okay? Because everybody's paying attention, everybody's aware of it. And with everybody's being aware of the situation, can negate it by your own thoughts. You have to remember the universe, everything that you see around you it's there, okay? But it's only there because you think it's there. Everything is energy, even cryptocurrency markets and all that sort of thing. It is what we think of that becomes things. So if everybody's expecting it to go down, but they don't really want it to, they can use their own mental energy to change the outcome. This is why people come to psychics. When I say something, okay, if I'm giving you a reading, now you have foreknowledge of something, okay, and you can avoid it. If I say, Marlon, don't go down that back alley, there's going to be a garbage truck that hits you. Okay? With that foreknowledge, you go, oh, I shouldn't go down this back alley because of the garbage truck. So you avoid that situation and you go down the main street, let's say. Okay? And thus affecting your future. Okay, so that thing does not happen. And I think that's what this whole thing with the April 8th thing, I think everybody's going to turn it around. Okay, that's the fun part of doing readings. Now that you have foreknowledge, you can change the outcome. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Thoughts on Hump, Solana meme coin. Oh boy. Probably going to do okay, because everybody likes coins that don't do anything, or they're cute. Right? They don't do nothing, but they look cute. And they can bank a lot of money. But I think this one is going to be okay. There was some situation that they're going to be overcoming in the next little while. I think it's going to be making some people some pretty good money if they get in nice and quick and out, in and out very quickly. Kind of like the Pepe coin back in the day, where it went, and if you sold at the, at a nice value, you could make quite a bit of money. But if you held on to that, you probably lost a lot of money. So this is kind of the same deal. Meme coin, everybody gets in quick, it rises quickly, and you sell and it goes, comes right down. So this is a very short term money maker. If you're not into super duper trading, don't do it. But if you're somebody like Marlon who does trades every day, you can probably get some pretty good cash from this one. Okay, thank you for that question. These Janes, could you do a 3 cards for NHS in UK for a 3-tiered system? I'm not sure what all that is about, but we'll see what the cards say. Some interesting things happening in the UK right now. Some about people not taking the advice of other people. I'm assuming this is a country thing. And they're going to be implementing it and fixing it so it doesn't do any good for the people. It only does something good. Wages-backed treatment. It's going to, looks like it's going to help the people. Okay. But it's not. It's going to be only enriching the rich. And if they use your tax money for any of this, you're going to still have to pay for it in the end. Okay, if that's what this is. But we do have some white hat action on that. So there could be some white hat action coming to that particular situation where they can kind of smooth things over until you can actually get back to work and do all the things that you need to do to sustain your own life. So it could be a short period of time that they're going to be doing this to help out everybody. Okay? Until everybody can get to work. Okay, thank you for that question. That was the last question for today. Everybody was quiet. Okay. Timeline change? I think so. The market is not hot for housing. It's going to be holding its own for the next little while, and we're going to have to wait for the new year 2025, 2026 until everything starts to stabilize, and I think everything will be better after that particular time. Okay, so it might be a while, and I think I've stated that previously. It's going to be a while until the house will sell. Okay, sorry. I've been using my pendulum a bit. What happens when I'm getting answers, but they turn out to be wrong? Probably using it too much. Did a timeline change or something? Sometimes we forget to do protocol, which can be a thing. And if you're relying upon it too much and all that sort of thing, and you're not surrounding yourself with the white light every time, and do your protection ritual, it can give you negative answers. Or they're just messing with you sometimes. That's why I don't use it a lot. Just use your own abilities. I think you're quite to that stage where you can start to use your own abilities without any props. Okay? So start doing that instead. Okay? I think you're there. Okay? Thank you for that. It looks like SPX has been following a 18-year cycle. I guess this is stocks. Will it follow? It is in summer too. Oh, okay. Right now, the health of it isn't the greatest for whatever reason. They can't tame a certain situation to make it profitable, but they will have to fight for the gains, whoever this company is. I do think it's going to be going up in the next little while because of all the funny money going in there and all that wonderful stuff. Long term, I think a lot of changes within it are going to be changing personnel. I think it's going to be kind of straight line for the next little while until the summertime, and then it'll pop up a tiny bit, but it's going to have to take a great effort to keep it or make it go up. And after that, I think it'll do okay. Okay? Thank you for that question. It is hard to do your own question with Pendulum. Yes. That's the other thing. When you, this is why they always say don't do your own readings, because you're self-invested in the outcome. Okay? That's why I don't do readings for myself, because I would affect the reading to something more favorable to me. And that could be part of the reason that when you're using a pendulum, your own mind is going to be taking over. Okay? Or tarot cards or any type of modality. If you're doing it for yourself, okay, you're going to have sway in the outcome. If you're doing readings for other people, okay, especially ones that you don't know all that well, and you just let it flow, those are usually the most accurate because you don't have a vested interest in the outcome. Okay? So you got to keep yourself separated from the reader and the readee. Okay? So go out and practice with other people, answer their questions, and if they're a tarot card reader or a pendulum reader or anything like that, they can do it for you. We were doing that this Sunday, actually. We had their great spring solstice at church. We had a lot of fun. Got the big drum out, and I was singing. Well, the wife was on the big drum. It's a ladies' drum. I can't get on there. So I'm on the outside with my drum. And after, I went through a little bit of the audience and actually started doing readings for people. It's nice when you don't know the people all that well. It really clicks, right? So get yourself in a situation like that where you can start to practice your abilities with people you don't know. You'd be quite surprised. Okay? Any other questions? Follow up on SPX. Will it fit with a top around May 25th and down to July 23rd. Oh, S&P 500. Okay. I knew it was about stocks. So salt and pepper. So whatever this is, it is going to be coming down. Okay. It's going to be there. It's going to be making money, but it's, all the funny money is going to be going into it. And Bitcoin is going to be beating it out in about a year, less than a year. Okay. S&P 500, not bad. Though I think Bitcoin is probably the better of the investments, and it's going to be getting beat by Bitcoin and then Ethereum overall. It's going to go up, but it's, like I said in the beginning, purchasing power of the actual assets that are within S&P 500 will have very little gain because the fiat currency won't have purchasing value. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. What else we got? Can you do 3 cards for the UK for April? Okay. UK, April. Not too healthy. I think there's going to be a bit of a windfall in the next little while because they're going to get a cash installment. They're going to be printing money like crazy, getting everything going, but not getting their GDP up, which is unfortunate because it's going to be something that won't do you in the long run. Okay. But you are coming to the end of a cycle. Okay. Financially. So something's going to be turning around. Could be the ETFs or whatever they're called in UK coming into a situation. Bitcoin is going to be playing a big part in UK in the near future. They're trying to keep you away from it, right? At the moment, but I think in April you're going to start to see that change around. And it's going to be the beginning of the change. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Glimmer Moonbeam. Don't see actual prices. Moonbeam. I think we did a read on this one last week. And I said it was, it's okay. It's going to be one of these short-lived cryptocurrencies that's going to be coming out. And you're going to be making pretty good cash with it during the bull run. After the bull run, it's going to go away. So make sure you get in, get out, get your payment out of it, and put it in the Bitcoin or something. Okay? It's usually the rule of thumb that you should be doing with these particular. It's a short-term trader, nothing more. Okay? Thank you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for everybody for coming out. We got supper cooking. We got 3D printing. We got a new printer. It's quite fun. If you'd like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to secreensbyandre.com where all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my Reiki Master wife, she can do the thing with her hands. She's very good. That information is also on our website. Just a reminder, all the things we have for sale are on our website, nowhere else. So if you're approached by somebody that's not on from our website, ignore it, please. Of course, if you'd like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to our website where we sell the Trezor cold storage wallet. If you should happen to purchase one from there, know that we make a little bit of profit from that purchase. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.